This doesn't get any wider. You can see some tires. Battery pack. Main gear. Slipper clutch, or hydro clutch, and the yellow one inside there is the slipper clutch adjusted with this screw here. And then you have your centrifugal clutch, throttle speed, high end, jetting, low end jetting, throttle servo, and brake. See the brake actuated. And the motor that doesn't spin because it's corroded. There's the receiver bolted in, the old crystals taped in securely for high performance racing. Shocks, you can change the oil, you can change the springs, you can move this up and down for ride height. It's currently set up pretty soft. You can see this is a real rough track. Softer is easier to drive. It's not as fast though. The body just goes on with clips. You saw the tires. Then you got this thing. Cost me $325 when it was new. $365 or something. It's got a 6 model memory, adjustments for throttle curve, function mode, throttle curve select, endpoint select. Really nice for dialing in the car. This button, this is adjustment, this is an adjustment, and this is a stopwatch. Did I even get that on camera? There's a crystal set in 75 megahertz. I also have a couple in 25. Charger. There's the 75 module. It's currently got the 27 module in there. This is the rain jacket, because you got to race. Gas trucks race in the rain, they're not scared of it. Bag of parts, used. Bag of springs for adjustments. Handheld starter, gas bottle. This is the glow plug igniter with the charger. Spare receiver battery. Since you're not running a battery for power, you have to have a battery for the to power your servos and your receiver up there. Then we got the starter box. Push on this. Just put this, slide it up in the notch, center it there. Push down. You hear it binding there. That's because the motor doesn't spin. Apparently the nitro that you use corrodes the motor. It's really gummy. When I took the cap out, I could take a look at it, pop the cylinder off and see what it looks like. Or you can look and see how much a new one is and just slap it in. There's only about 1,000 screws. So then, when you're going racing, you need backups. So, shock towers, front and rear, carriers, that's the thing that holds the spindle here. Extra muffler holder, filter, spare rear arms, spare front arms, spare rear arms, servo arms, spare rear arms, spare rear arms. Gas trucks are rough on arms. Front, rear, tons of stuff. Engine mount, spindle, front spindle carriers, spindles, slipper clutch, shaft, brake arm, with pad, shim sets, idler gear. These you can change in the shocks to change their performance. Probably never have to do that. Rebuild shock rebuild kits. Oh no, these are the plastic drive shafts for lightweight. Flywheel collets, pins, shock mount bushings. This is a diff rebuild kit. I don't see the balls, but that's everything else you need. Thrust bearing assembly, clutch nut, more rear carriers, hinge pins, lock nuts, brake pads, transdiff gear. This is a toe-in camber gauge. You can set this whole thing up to measure the whole front end and rear. If I keep it in camera. If it's not in frame, it does not exist. More stuff, spindles. Everything you need when you travel miles from home to compete in the weekend. Spring clamps, servo mounts, hinge pins, engine mounts, some aftermarket stuff. There's a clutch. Marcy's yelling. Needle valves. That's about it.